from time to time, track links when I put them on Facebook. I think it was Friday. I saw an article, Petrolicious interviewing Matt Farah. And Matt Farah is somebody I think a lot of. Anything he says, I want to hear about. And Petrolicious is without a doubt my favorite automotive. I mean, you know Petrolicious?
I know, but I don't go crazy. Yeah.
Oh, well, I just think it's elegant, it's intelligent, you know. Especially their videos are fantastic. Anyway, they did an interview with Matt Farah, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, I mean, it wasn't like, you know, automotive journalism at its finest, but you know, it was a good interview, and he always has interesting insights. So I posted it on Facebook, and 3 people clicked on it. Now, an hour or 2 later, Nick Murray, who has a cool BMW channel, he has an M4. Before that, he had a 911, and his videos get a lot of traction. Anyway, so he posted this thing about how, you know, BMW drivers are assholes.
Right. And
it's funny. So there's like a scientific, you know, connection between BMW drivers and being assholes, and it's not true.
Right.
It was clickbait.
Right.
It was like this silly thing. Anyway, so I posted that article and I tracked the clicks on it, and all I wrote was "ha," because it's funny and it's silly and it's stupid. Can you guess how many people clicked through that?
I don't know, 50 people. I don't know.
Last I checked, it was over 650, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 750 at this point. But people really took to it, and I tracked the clicks on the article that I posted. 1,700 people clicked through, and it's still going strong. Before it's all said and done, over 2,000 people probably will have clicked through to read this article. It's nonsense. There's no way you can scientifically prove the BMW drivers are assholes. But that many people are responding to it, I think, is indicative of the massive backlash that people have toward people who drive these cars. And I admire the performance, I admire the engineering. It's a fantastic company that's very well run, and they build one thing: they build great cars, especially the M division. So I'm grateful that I can be a regular guy and have a car that goes 176 miles an hour. When I was a kid, that just wasn't feasible. And now, thanks to what the E30 M3 set the trend, just as the VW GTI set the trend, regular people can have brilliant sports cars too. So I love that. I love that I, you know, get to benefit from the changes that came about. The standard 3 Series or 5 Series or 7 Series is sort of what pays for the M cars to exist, because the volume of sales that an M car is going to generate, and granted it's gotten a lot better over the years as the, you know, M car legend has built, but most people buy a BMW because they're thinking that they're buying the best car, and they're buying it because they want to look like there's something, and it's a way, you know, it's a status symbol, as they say. So the more people who buy the regular BMWs, that enables BMW to spend more money on developing a better car. And then when it gets to the M division, they beef it up with a proper racing engine and a proper racing suspension and tires and wheels and exhaust and all of the things that go into making these cars so special. You don't get the benefit of that, say, if you buy a Ferrari, because a Ferrari makes nothing but sports cars. So every sports car they build is going to be ludicrously expensive and therefore not affordable for a regular guy like me. So in a way, all of those assholes who drive the regular 3 Series or 5 Series or 7 Series or whatever, not that I don't assume that anybody's an asshole. I want to see the best in everyone, but let's just go with that argument. So for everyone who buys one of those other cars, they are in fact subsidizing us enthusiasts, and I'm grateful for that. I'm sure not all people who drive Ferraris are really great either. And admittedly, I drive a little aggressively in this car because I can, you know, and you know that you can go as fast as possible, you know. And you hear the wail of that straight 6. Oh, you don't want to drive slowly. You want to enjoy the car. You want to use the car for what it was built to do.